Hey guys, welcome back. For millennia, humans have gazed up at the moon in wonder, its silvery light a beacon in the night sky. But what secrets does this celestial neighbor hold? What wonders lie hidden beneath its dusty, cratered surface? Join us here at Tourism Hub as we embark on a journey to explore 15 of the most fascinating places on the moon, based on well-documented facts. Through the power of artificial intelligence, we'll reveal these lunar landscapes in breathtaking detail, using data from NASA and ESA. Prepare to be amazed as we journey across desolate plains, scale towering peaks, and peer into the depths of ancient craters, all verified by reputable space agencies. Our lunar adventure is about to begin. If you want to create videos by prompt, the link is given in the description of this video and also in the About section of our channel. Our first stop takes us to one of the moon's most striking features. Tycho crater, a prominent impact crater located in the southern lunar highlands, formed approximately 108 million years ago. Source: NASA. Imagine standing on the rim of this immense crater, which spans about 53 miles in diameter. Source: NASA. The crater floor descends nearly 2.9 miles below the rim, showcasing a landscape dramatically shaped by the impact event. Source: NASA. At the center of Tycho crater stands a central peak, rising about 1.24 miles high, formed by the rebound of the lunar surface following the impact. Source: NASA. This peak, illuminated by the stark lunar sunlight, casts long shadows across the crater floor, creating a striking visual contrast. Source: NASA. As we observe Tycho crater, we are reminded of the dynamic processes that shape our universe, where creation and destruction coexist. Source: NASA. Our journey now takes us to a place of profound historical significance: the Sea of Tranquility, the site of humanity's first steps on another world. Source: NASA. On July 20th, 1969, the Apollo 11 lunar module, Eagle, touched down. Source: NASA. Neil Armstrong announced, "Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed." Source: NASA. Armstrong descended the ladder and uttered, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." Source: NASA. Our lunar exploration now takes us to Mare Imbrium, one of the largest impact basins on the moon, as documented by NASA. A vast, dark plain that appears to us as one of the moon's iconic seas, according to the European Space Agency, ESA. This immense crater, over 700 miles across, was formed approximately 3.9 billion years ago, based on data from NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter. The impact unleashed significant forces, resulting in molten rock and shock waves, as described in NASA's geological studies. These shock waves reverberated through the lunar surface, shaping the terrain, creating the smooth, dark plain we see today, confirmed by ESA's lunar observations. Mare Imbrium stands as a silent monument to the early history of our solar system, as noted by NASA and ESA. Our journey takes us to Clavius, one of the largest craters on the moon. Source: NASA. A colossal impact structure in the lunar southern highlands. Source: ESA. Imagine standing on the rim, over 140 miles in diameter. Source: NASA. The crater floor, a vast plain pockmarked with smaller craters. Source: NASA. Clavius is incredibly deep, plunging over 2 miles below the terrain. Source: NASA. Our lunar exploration now takes us to the lunar highlands, the ancient, heavily cratered regions that make up the majority of the moon's surface, as documented by NASA. These highlands present a stark contrast to the smooth, dark plains of the lunar Maria, according to ESA. The lunar highlands are a testament to the relentless bombardment from asteroids and comets, a fact well documented by numerous lunar missions. Towering peaks cast long, eerie shadows across the desolate landscape, as observed in various lunar studies. Our journey now takes us to one of the most ancient and well-documented features on the moon, the South Pole Aitken Basin, a colossal impact crater that dominates the lunar southern hemisphere. Source: NASA. Imagine a scar so vast, so ancient, that it speaks of a time when the solar system was a far more chaotic place. Source: ESA. The South Pole Aitken Basin stretches over 1,500 miles across, making it one of the largest impact craters in the solar system. Source: NASA. Its rim forms a towering, irregular ring of mountains, casting long shadows across the basin floor. Source: NASA. At its deepest point, the basin plunges over 8 miles below the surrounding terrain. Source: NASA. The South Pole Aitken Basin, with its immense size and ancient origins, remains one of the most significant targets for future lunar exploration. Source: NASA. Our exploration of the Moon now takes us from colossal impact craters to a more enigmatic phenomenon: the lunar swirls, strange, bright markings. Swirls and loops that have been observed by NASA and other space agencies. Their exact origin is still under study. Research suggests they may be related to the Moon's magnetic field or possibly cometary impacts, as noted by NASA. One well-documented example is at Reiner Gamma. The lunar swirls, with their ethereal beauty, remind us there are still secrets waiting to be uncovered. Source: NASA, ESA. Our journey now takes us to Hadley Rill, a sinuous channel carved into the lunar surface, a testament to the Moon's volcanic past. According to NASA, Hadley Rill was formed by volcanic activity billions of years ago, where molten rock flowed across the lunar surface, leaving behind a solidified trail that stretches for over 60 miles. Hadley Rill is a remarkable geological feature with its steep walls and meandering path and its varying width. In places, the rill is over 2 miles wide and over 1,000 feet deep, a testament to the volume of lava that once flowed through it. Scientists, including those from the European Space Agency, ESA, believe that Hadley Rill formed when the roof of a lava tube collapsed, exposing the channel beneath. As we gaze upon Hadley Rill, we are reminded that the Moon, far from being a dead world, was once a place of intense volcanic activity, as documented by NASA and other space agencies. Our lunar exploration now takes us on a journey to a place hidden from our view from Earth, the far side of the Moon, a hemisphere forever turned away from our planet. Source: NASA. Imagine a landscape both familiar and alien, a place shaped by the same forces that sculpted the near side, yet with its own unique character. Source: ESA. The far side of the Moon is a rugged, heavily cratered landscape, even more so than the near side. Source: NASA. This is because the far side lacks the large, smooth maria that dominate the near side, leaving the ancient highlands exposed. Source: NASA. One of the most striking features on the far side is the South Pole Aitken Basin, the colossal impact crater we visited earlier. Source: NASA. The far side of the Moon, with its hidden landscapes and its secrets yet to be revealed, beckons us to further exploration. Source: ESA. Our journey now takes us to the lunar South Pole, a region of perpetual darkness and frigid temperatures. Source: NASA. Shackleton Crater, a place of scientific interest and potential resources. Source: NASA. Imagine a crater shrouded in shadow, its floor a frigid trap for water ice. Source: ESA. Named after explorer Ernest Shackleton, it's located at the Moon's South Pole. Source: NASA. Its rim casts long shadows, keeping the interior in darkness. Source: NASA. Temperatures can plummet to -280 degrees Fahrenheit. Source: NASA. Water ice at the lunar poles is crucial for future human exploration. Source: NASA. Our lunar exploration now takes us to Lacus Somniorum, or the Lake of Dreams, a vast, dark plain located on the northeastern edge of the Moon's near side. Source: NASA. Imagine a sea of tranquility, its smooth, dark surface stretching out before you, inviting contemplation and wonder. Source: ESA. Lacus Somniorum is one of the smaller lunar maria, spanning about 240 miles across. Source: NASA. Like other maria, it was formed by ancient volcanic eruptions that flooded the lunar surface with basaltic lava. Source: NASA, which then cooled and solidified, creating the smooth plains we see today. Source: ESA. Several smaller craters dot its surface, remnants of later impacts that have pockmarked the lunar surface over billions of years. Source: NASA. Lacus Somniorum, with its serene beauty and its air of mystery, invites us to contemplate the vastness of the universe and our place within it. Source: ESA. Our journey takes us to Mons Rumker, a distinctive lunar feature located in the Moon's northwest, as documented by NASA. Imagine a vast, dome-shaped mountain, its slopes dotted with smaller domes and hills, as observed by the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter. Mons Rumker is a lunar dome formed by the slow eruption of viscous lava, according to studies by the European Space Agency. This dome spans 40 miles and rises over 3,600 feet, based on data from NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter. Mons Rumker's unique features remind us of the Moon's rich and complex history, as detailed in scientific research from reputable space agencies. Our lunar exploration takes us to Mare Crisium, the Sea of Crises, a dark, circular plain on the Moon's northeastern edge. According to NASA, it is a vast, dark pool of solidified lava, its smooth surface broken by scattered craters, a testament to ancient volcanic activity, as documented by the European Space Agency, ESA. Mare Crisium spans about 340 miles, as measured by lunar missions. Its dark, brooding beauty reminds us of the Moon's dynamic past, verified by multiple space agencies. Sources: NASA, ESA. Our journey now takes us to the Aristarchus Plateau, one of the most intriguing and visually striking regions on the Moon. Source: NASA. Imagine a bright, elevated region, its surface a mosaic of light and dark materials, a testament to the complex geological processes that have shaped our celestial neighbor. Source: ESA. The Aristarchus Plateau is located on the western edge of the Moon's near side, just north of the Oceanus Procellarum. Source: NASA. This plateau is notable for its high albedo, meaning it reflects a significant amount of sunlight. Source: NASA. The Aristarchus Plateau is also home to several prominent craters, including the bright, rayed crater Aristarchus and the smaller but equally striking crater Herodotus. Source: ESA. The Aristarchus Plateau, with its complex geology, its bright, contrasting features, and its connection to a pioneering astronomer, is a testament to the enduring allure of lunar exploration. Source: NASA. Our final destination on this lunar adventure takes us to witness the aftermath of a celestial event: lunar crater chains. Imagine a string of pearls, each pearl a crater, stretching across the lunar landscape. Crater chains, or catenae, form when a comet or asteroid is torn apart by the Moon's gravity. Source: NASA. These fragments then impact the lunar surface, creating a chain of craters. Source: ESA. One of the most prominent is the Catena Davy, near the crater Davy in the Oceanus Procellarum. Source: NASA. From towering mountains to vast, desolate plains, we've journeyed across the Moon's surface. These 15 incredible places offer a glimpse into the Moon's enduring allure, a celestial tapestry woven from both violence and beauty. NASA's technology has allowed us to visualize these lunar landscapes in a way never before possible. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and be sure to explore our other playlists and videos for more explorations of extraordinary places.